I have the good fortune to have in the studio with me right now a few young gentlemen. I have Martine, Matt, and Will, all here to be part of the KHTS Sacramento road trip coming up before we know it. Hi, fellas. How are you?
Doing pretty well.
Martine, introduce yourself.
Well, my name is Martine Yorovi. I'm a senior at Hart High School.
All right, Hart High School. And Matt?
I'm Matt Rabinowitz, and I'm a junior at Santa Clarita Valley International.
And Will?
And I'm Will Jones, and I'm a senior at Valencia High School.
Okay, so the Sacramento road trip, this is something KHTS does where we have the owners, Carl and Jerry Cerati Goldman, have managed to create this trip where we invite community leaders to visit Sacramento, learn about challenges that face the Santa Clarita Valley. How did you guys get in on this trip? Let me start with you, Martine.
Well, to be honest with you, I just found out about this trip last August, I'd like to say, when I was at this gala, because I was fortunate enough to win this award, and I was close with Mrs. Sue Reynolds. So she let me know about this trip, and she was like, sometime soon in March, we're going to have this Sacramento trip where you learn about with the representatives and lobbying and all that fun stuff. And then just recently I got the phone call, and she was like, you're invited. We'd love for you to come. And, I was very excited. I love the idea of it because I'm very interested in politics and international relations. And I was very ecstatic when I got that opportunity and the invitation. So
okay,
really
super. Matt, how did you hear about it?
Oh, it's actually very similar. One of my teachers came up to me, said, we have this great opportunity. And I said yes. I was extremely excited. Because I want the firsthand experience of government and just to see the politics and everything like that.
Excellent. Will, tell me about how you learned.
Yeah, so it was basically similar like to the other two stories. Just I was sitting in class and I got called in the vice principal's office and I was like, oh, okay, what's going on? But then it ended up being pretty good news and I got invited on this trip.
Okay, so just so you know, people are always watching. This is why you have to be an Excalibur citizen starting at a very young age. Martine, I want to ask the question, if you are on an escalator and someone of great power and importance in Sacramento when you go happens to have, you get their ear, you get to ask them a question, what do you think you'd want to ask them?
Oh, wow. Well, one of the main things that I'm very curious about is what are we going to be doing, especially in California, with the drought that's going on. So I'm very concerned with how that's affecting many people, in our area in Santa Clarita Valley, as well as all over in Southern California. So if I got the opportunity to ask...
Those would be the questions you'd be asking about the drought.
I would definitely like to know more about that.
Okay, Matt, if you had that same opportunity in an elevator and you have a couple of people and they're important and you get to ask some questions or get some answers, what would it be?
One of my main issues, or the issues regarding Southern California, would be the clean water. I would like to talk about the Clean Water Act and make sure we clean our water
especially in light of what's going on in Flint, Michigan.
Exactly,
water is critical to our existence. You can survive without food and a lot of things, but not water.
Exactly, and that's what I would like to talk about.
Good one. Will?
Yeah, so I think a lot of my interests have to do with education. Currently, I'm the student representative for the district on the William S. Hart School Board, and so I think I would ask a lot about the implementation of Common Core, because recently our district adopted a new policy to try and work it out best for the students of Santa Clarita, and I think it would be interesting to ask them what they want to do for California as a whole, because of course this is a national standard.
Wow, I'm so glad you guys are going and not me, because I'd ask something crazy like, where'd you get those shoes? So I'm so glad you guys are the leaders of tomorrow for Santa Clarita or wherever you end up, and that you have some very, very serious questions. Well, also, you guys, there's not a lot of sleep to be had on these trips from what I understand. You're going to be go, go, go. So are you prepared? Are you ready for the rigors of the KHTS Sacramento road trip?
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, Martine says yes. Matt?
Yeah, that's definitely what excites me.
You're in, you're ready to go.
Yes.
Yeah,
Will.
absolutely, yeah.
All right, well, when you guys come back, do I get a report? You'll let me know what's going on?
Oh, absolutely.
Maybe even from the road, call in, let me know what's happening.
She'll be the first to know.
All right, gentlemen, thank you so much for being here. Sue Reynolds, you're in the corner there. Do you have anything to say regarding these young men?
Really excited again to see our student representatives on the trip. This is such a great opportunity for the people up in Sacramento, the leaders that we're going to visit, and for these students.
Awesome. All right. Well, everyone, good trip. And again, please report back because I look forward to what comes back from this. And thank you again for being here.